Hey guys, I'm here to talk to you today about electronics. Why I feel like electronics is so important, in today's time in fishing. Back when I was growing up, electronics really wasn't a deal. You know, I fished shallow, I was a shallow water angler, still a shallow water angler. But today's time with the technology, if you don't have electronics, literally you are behind the game. My Humminbird electronics has taken it to a whole nother level for me. It's allowed me and taught me how to catch fish in places I've never fished before or even think to even look for. It allows me to be able to figure out where the fish are set up quicker than it was back in the day when I had to just set on a brush pile and actually just fish the whole thing. Now, man, I can pull right up there. I can look at my electronics. I can look down there and I can see if there's any fish in that brush pile or even swimming around that brush pile. So, and if they're not, I just pull up and I can leave. Optimizing my time, allowing me to be able to hit more brush piles or more pieces of structure where otherwise I would have sat there for 20, 30 minutes, making several casts at it and coming up empty-handed. So, electronics, Humminbird, Mega Imaging, my Mega 360, I just couldn't live without it. Used to, I'd be back setting a bunch of brush piles. I used to be a brush pile king, man. I'd just go around setting lots of brush piles and going out and fishing them. Now, I'm kind of a little bit lazy. These electronics has made me lazy. Now I can go out there with my side imaging and just run down a stretch of bank and I can find brush piles that other people have set out there, or maybe a rock that I've never fished before, a big rock under the water. Without having my side imaging, my 360, I'd never be able to find those little bit different subtle areas that hold fish that I would have normally just went right over the top of with my boat. So it's very important to me to have my electronics. I personally feel like it's important for other people that may be on the fence about whether they're going to buy electronics, or maybe they've already purchased electronics but don't know how to use them. It's very, very important that you learn to use your electronics. We're going to have some stuff coming out that's going to teach you, maybe you don't know, but YouTube has so many videos right now that you can go and get all this information and how-tos and where-tos about the electronics. So it's very important to get out there and just get in your garage sometimes and just play with the mapping, play with the LakeMaster. My LakeMaster is so important to me that I can learn a lake off my LakeMaster, learn more about that body of water before I ever even get to it, just by sitting in my garage and looking at LakeMaster. So try it for you. I believe the electronics is going to be as important to you as they are for me.